Hey, what is up, guys? I know it's been a couple, well, more than a couple days, probably been a little bit over a week before you have seen anything from me. The reason for that was, as I made that video, I was getting a new capture card, so I was without recording devices. I had a little bit of stuff left over, but nothing really that I wanted to make some real content with and put some stuff up and get some actual good stuff going, you know. But the shipment was supposed to come in on like the 20th or something of June for the Elgato Capture card. It didn't. It came in, wouldn't you figure, at least 3 days after that. So I've only had it for a couple days. I wasn't able to play all day, all the time either, so I was a little bit behind. I got this gameplay from yesterday, and I wanted to put up a little review on Elgato over there to talk about what it's like compared to the Hauppauge HD PVR. And so let's get right into it. The first thing that drew me to Elgato was the fact that it is very OS X or Mac friendly, which is a huge deal for me because I am a Mac user. I have an iMac, and the Hauppauge now, if you get their absolute current Gaming 2 model, they claim that it'll have support for OS X. There was a program on this computer called HD PVR Capture that you could buy and have to use with the Hauppauge PVR. I did buy that. I did use it a little bit, but it froze so often, or you had to, it downloaded in one file type which wasn't able to put into iMovie. You had to convert it to another type, and when it was converting, it froze, it stalled, and then you had nothing. Your gameplay was lost. So the OS X Pay-2 software didn't work very well at all. So I found myself going into boot camp, putting on Windows, and then using the Hauppauge Windows software. But even that froze up because it's still on boot camp. It's not true Windows. So I had a lot of problems with going through that, and it lasted me about a year and a half. And you know, I hear people talking about Elgato, and then I looked up some reviews to see if it's true that they're really good for OS X, and a lot of people were saying that yes, in fact they were, and so that's what I did. Is I decided that that was what I should do. So getting into it, Elgato is awesome for the OS X. So good. The software that you use is really cool. It's very easy to use. It just gets power from the the various HDMI or the USB to the computer. I'm not sure which it gets power from, but it's you don't have to touch it at all, and it's capable for live streaming. I don't do that yet, but if I ever want to, that's there. It's available. The software even has an editing tool inside of it. I don't plan on using that because I use iMovie, so I don't really need it, but it's there if you need it. And the best thing, I can play my games, and I can still use iTunes on the Mac side of my computer because that's where all the music is. So before I had to use like a freaking 8-year-old iPod that hardly worked and didn't really sync, or took forever to hook into my computer, but now I don't have to do any of that. I can just have music going and capture on the same side, the Mac side of my computer, and I can capture and render into iMovie, just super easy, because before, when you were transferring from files out of the Windows Boot Camp side to the OS X side for decent length videos that were 10-minute long videos, it took me about 43 minutes just to get it into iMovie. But doing that in now takes about 10 minutes. Doing this video, which was a 6-minute long video, it took about 5 minutes, and it was into it. So it takes about a minute per minute, so it, you know, it just goes right through. Other than that, it is very easy to set up. You know, just HDMI in, HDMI out, and then the USB to the computer. And I love it. I think it is miles better than doing what I was doing before, running boot camp and switching all the time between freaking things. And now I can actually multitask and do things properly, which is going to save me a lot of time and get, you know, I'll enjoy making videos a lot more. And that is about all I'm going to say about this. And I definitely recommend it. If you're thinking about getting one, do it. It's an amazing purchase and you will not regret it. Alright, thanks guys.
You will be rewarded for your loyalty.